So what exactly happens when Lake Mead reaches dead pool? This is a very bad scenario. It hasn't happened yet. Let's hope it never happens. But if it does, things are going to change very quickly.
Hoover Dam has exactly 3 ways to pass water from the upstream side to the downstream. One of them is the emergency spillways, which for obvious reasons are not really in play. The second is the power station, and the third is the outlet works, both of which are connected to the same thing, the intake towers.
These 4 towers connect to 2 tunnels and are the primary way that water gets through the dam. You really can't efficiently generate power once the water level falls below this level here, but if Lake Mead falls below the tower itself, it's game over.
If the lake falls to dead pool, there will still be water in Lake Mead, just far less surface area than we're used to, and not enough to be passed through the dam. This stretch of the Colorado River immediately below Hoover Dam is actually the upstream end of Lake Mojave, which is stored behind Davis Dam.
Now, Davis Dam is what we call a re-regulating dam. It's bigger than a run-of-river dam, which just passes the flow through, but far smaller than the big storage dams like Hoover and Glen Canyon.
Below Davis Dam is where the majority of water is removed from the Colorado River, which means that Lake Mojave is the last of the water in the storage tank.
How long do you think all this would last?
The Colorado River Aqueduct is pumped out of Lake Havasu and delivers drinking water to Los Angeles at around 1,600 cubic feet per second. Next, we have the Central Arizona Project, which pumps water up and over the mountains to Phoenix and Tucson at a little under 3,000 cubic feet per second. Below Lake Havasu, we have the Palo Verde Valley, which is the oldest irrigated area in the lower basin. Their situation is complicated because of a water deal with Southern California, but the canal headworks are designed to take about 1,800 cubic feet per second. Finally, we've got the granddaddy of them all, the All-American Canal, supplying 250,000 acres in the Imperial Valley. The All-American clocks in at a dizzying 15,000 cubic feet per second.
Now this total right here is just those 4 canals. We're not including any allocation to Mexico, none of the countless wells along the valley, and none of the smaller diversions or riparian draws on the river. So at 21,000 cubic feet per second, how long before Lake Mojave goes dry?
Lake Mojave stores 1.5 million acre feet of water, which translates into almost 70 billion cubic feet, which at this rate of consumption is 3.2 million seconds, or 53,000 minutes, just under 900 hours, or 37 days.
So in a Lake Mead dead pool scenario, you basically have 1 month before the last of your stored water is gone.
When that happens, flows out of Davis Dam slow to a trickle. Within an hour or so, this stretch of river past Laughlin, Nevada goes dry. As the last of the water flows into Lake Havasu, the water behind Parker Dam drops quickly, and within a few hours dries out the pumps on the Colorado River Aqueduct.
The greater Los Angeles area has now lost 2/3 of its water supply.
A few hours later, the exact same thing happens to the Central Arizona Project. Irrigation shuts down within days.
And within a few weeks, the people of Phoenix aren't able to flush their toilets.
Same with Tucson a few weeks after that. The Palo Verde irrigators have had written down water rights since 1879. But all of this will also go dry, along with the All-American Canal and every downstream branch canal. Pretty much every green thing in all of Imperial County.
The entire Colorado River storage system is a giant savings account. And just like your personal finances, it only works when you have at least as much coming in as you have going out. Off and on for the last 3 decades, we've been spending way more water than we've been taking in. And the savings accounts are just about dry. Which is why the entire Colorado Basin has to reduce its use of the water before the metaphorical ATM says insufficient funds. Thanks for watching.